People who read a lot, who spend their lives immersed in books, are often more sensitive to threats than you'd expect. Not because they're weak, but because their understanding runs deep. When you threaten someone who spent years learning and observing, they don't usually fight back. They withdraw because they already see how bad things can get. And then there are those who manipulate others for a living. They think they've figured out the rules of the game. But more often than not, they fall for the very thing they use on others: profit. The moment they spot a tempting opportunity, they dive in headfirst, not realizing that the most appealing deals are often the most dangerous traps. People who overcomplicate life and approach everything with suspicion are no safer. Ironically, they're often taken down not by complex schemes, but by something simple, a genuine gesture, a moment of honesty. They're not used to sincerity, so they don't know how to guard against it. Those who love deeply but don't know how to set boundaries can easily become dependent. They confuse love with self-erasure, thinking that losing themselves in another person is somehow noble. And the ones who pride themselves on being purely logical, untouchable by emotion, they're often the ones most shaken when they encounter someone truly innocent, someone who's honest, generous, and expects nothing in return. We're usually brought down by the very thing we thought we had control over. That's the paradox of being human. Life is full of vulnerabilities, and pain is unavoidable. But there's a kind of strength, one that often looks like weakness on the surface, that can protect you from many of life's traps. It's kindness, sincerity, and selflessness. A kind person knows how to listen and make the right choices without being swayed by empty noise. A sincere person builds real trust, not manipulation. A selfless person stays grounded, unshaken by money, beauty, or fame. In a world obsessed with status and productivity, these three qualities might look soft, but in truth, they're the strongest foundation you can have. If there's such a thing as the highest human virtue, it's this: to be kind, to be honest, and to live with a free and open heart. Not because you're flawless, but because you've chosen the path of real humanity.